Hi folks, it's Tyson again with another tutorial video about a useful tool with Khan Academy. Now, I did a video already about Khan Academy and the language arts courses that they offer. You may have seen that one. If not, you might want to check it out. And then in this video, we're going to talk about the math courses that they offer. So it's important to remember that with Khan Academy, it is free, and so for that reason, I really recommend signing up. You can click in the top right corner here to register. And the benefit of signing up with Khan Academy is that you can be a learner, a teacher, or a parent, and that way it will actually track the students' learning and the courses or the lessons that they've done and allow them to restart or pick things up where they left off and also reinforce their learning with other practice. So I really recommend registering for that before your student gets started. And then once you've done that, we can look in the top left corner here and click on courses. And as I mentioned before, here's the reading and language arts section. That's fantastic. We have arts and humanities and science and high school math and college. So these areas are mostly high school stuff. And today we're going to have a look at the math, which is pre-K to grade 8 here. So one thing to remember is that with these different grade levels, this is actually an American website. So it might vary a little bit from what the students would be learning in Manitoba at the different grade levels, but it will still be very similar. And of course, if they're doing any learning in the math area, that's not going to be a waste of time. So let's have a look at third grade here and see what they offer. So these ones are more complex or more involved than the language arts ones, which are still being developed, but there's a lot to go through here. So we can see on this sidebar on the left side that there's a course summary, and it gives us all the different units. So we've got intro to multiplication, one-digit multiplication, addition and subtraction, estimation, intro to division. So this is a lot of extensive learning here, which is fantastic because this covers most or possibly even all of the learning outcomes that they would be learning in grade 3. And it's broken up into different sections as you see here. So let's have a look at the first section, Intro to Multiplication. And there are 6 different areas there. So let's get started. Okay. So similar to the language arts area, we have each of these different units, and there's the learning section where there are 3 different videos to teach our students some of the concepts. And then on the right side here, there's practice. And this is great because there are 3 different activities for the students to practice what they've learned. Let's have a look at this first video for multiplication as equal groups. Very cool. So this is a great intro video. You see it's 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes. And the nice thing about that is that it's giving the ideas to students in small sections, explaining it pretty simply and clearly. And that way it's a little bit easier for students to understand the idea and take it and run with it. Let's have a look at the next video here. Okay, so we've got another video explaining what the concept is going to be here, Introduction to Multiplication. And then, of course, there's a third video that follows that as well. Now let's check out the practice here. Okay, we're going to have 4 questions to practice. Okay, and there are 2 groups of how many monkeys, so there are blank monkeys in all. This is great because it's fairly simple, and it's not really overwhelming for students because of that. The great thing is that there are also video hints if the students are having difficulty understanding it. So let's check out this video hint. Oh, we can view the equal groups video. That was the first one that we looked at in the learning. Or we can get a hint here. Okay, so there are two equal groups, one group, two groups. We can get another hint. And this really just walks us through the steps of the process. You can see there are up to 5 hints here. And that's a really great way to do it. So, the students can try this out on their own. If they're having a bit of trouble, they can use those hints. The other thing is, if you look down here, this is kind of a scratch pad or an area where they can use some writing ideas and they can actually write out their math or whatever they want to be doing with that. So that's a useful tool as well. Okay, so this is how it looks for all of those different sections. Of course, this is third grade, but we've got all of the different grades here, grade 1 through 8th grade. Another nice thing is that there are these areas here, the Get Ready courses. And so what those are is that if your student is in third grade but is having some difficulty with the concepts, this Get Ready for third grade gives a bit of a refresher or some extra work to build the foundations, help them be more confident moving forward to that third grade math that they might be having a struggle with. So this is a fantastic tool to use, and there are all kinds of different areas that you can look in it. So I really encourage you to give it a try, give it a go with your students, see how they like it. And I hope this video has been useful for you. I'll look forward to talking with you in the next one. Take care.